Hello, everybody. And yes, I did see got Solid, Leto, in action, ATC here. So hey guys, what's up? How's everybody doing tonight? Yes, I saw that Solid was actually first tonight, followed by Leto, and then at ATC in third place. Anyways, no, just about ground instead of me and a blank red background. So I'll have a gaming room. I'll be streaming out of like a arcade. Sweet. Oh hey Mike. Hey there, Leno. Or hi, I guess if you're using the Japanese spelling of that. Yeah. So how you guys doing today? You have a good day today? I do know Leto Leto streamed earlier, and so did Solid. I actually did try to check out your stream a little later, but by the time I got to it, Solid it was already done. Um, so Leto, your earlier vid needs a part two, one where Bison wake up in a clone, getting a backbone. Oh God. Hey there, Mike. Was off. And then hey, back goat here. So let's see. Solid as a rock. That's why you notice. Action, toys, channel, action, toys, channel. Back goat, da 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 da. Back goat, da 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 da. Back goat, da 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 da. Back goat, da 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 da. Back goat, back goat, back goat. Anyway, ah, hey, back goat. Hey there, back goat. The big T. Only mods get a theme song. Maybe I'll think of one for you soon enough. Leto, it's out loud. Leto, I'll and a good word for you. uh, yeah, Leto Enchanted. How would I work a theme song for that? That'd be interesting. Which song could I use as a parody to create a theme song for Leto? That would be an interesting project, to say the least. Well, Solid it's a natural. I mean, there was a song called Solid as a Rock there, so I mean that just came naturally. You know, a VTuber, Mike. Yeah, well, I mean, well, you guys know full well that the songs I have kind of come up with, the theme songs I have come up with, just came up randomly. It wasn't like I didn't per se go out there and try to per se, I didn't like go out and say one day, oh, I'm gonna make theme songs for all my viewers. It just kind of happened. So, um, and a lot of them just came that Batgoat, of course, kind of a parody of the Batman theme. Woody, what would Jesus do? Parody right there. Action Toys came out with a I use I kind of used the Marvel Action Hour theme from the '90s for his theme. For anonymity, I used the Justice League theme from the 2000s. So it just it comes up randomly, you know. It's let's see. That's why they rule. Don't give us excuses like that. Not giving excuses. It's just Woody is the best in my opinion. No complaining. Just saying. Uh, Again, it's just stuff that came, just stuff that came just randomly. It wasn't necessarily planned. Do da dodo. It's Leto dodo da dodo enchanted da dodo da dodo. He V2s 1,000 miles da do da do. What are you trying to do there? ATC be kind of like that one anime Bobo 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 Bobo. Uh, Anyways, oh, Woody's here. What would Woody do back in '62? Driving fancy cars, drinking in the bars, playing all the games, picking up the dames. What would Woody do? What would Woody do? Toys laugh out loud. You do poopy. Hi, Mike. Hey, Woody. Hi, Toys. Bat Goat. Leto, I think, is feeling a little slighted because he doesn't have a theme song. But, again, as I was explaining to him, they just came randomly. It didn't per se, plan, you know, hey, Woody. Headed my way downtown. Laugh out loud. Woody, the guy with the best theme song. ah, Laugh out loud. Leto knows his theme song. Laugh out loud. No. Anyway, I'll be right back, guys. Just gotta go off camera for a quick sec. See, I wish I was a Leto Enchanted sung to tune of Oscar Mayer Wiener. Oh God. Uh, Leto, banana. Wanna get fetid fee for for fetid Leto. Uh, See what you started there, Leto? Oh, is that Woody? See what you started there? Ah, yeah, so we are having a good conversation. Start things off with here. 5 people participate. And of course, Solid disappeared. Anyways, guys, as always, I do, of course, like the likes and shares. That does help with the algorithm, help get the word out. So I do appreciate that. Let's see. P5O. Hello, Lado. Uh, banana doo doo. The main game. Let's see. These are all terrible. Chuck. Laugh out loud. They are really bad. Lado bummer. Chuck, Chuck, Cho Chuck. I'm, I'm still here. I was looking at something in another window. Got distracted. Okay. Yeah, I was over on the YouTube page and was looking at the participants and noticed you weren't there. So yeah, maybe you might have stepped out or whatever. So yeah. All right. Well, what's this link? What's this link? What's that link there? ATC. One day, Leto's proper song will appear. Yeah, something might come up. You never know. Banana Fana Fofa. Hey, I'm not falling for that. Hold on, guys. All right, guys. Back. My sister just told me she had a plate of food out there for me, so I'm gonna go grab it. I'll be right back. So hang tight. All right. Well, anyways, gotta let some of that dinner cool off a little bit. So, anyways, good to see you guys. Let's see. We've been here now 16 minutes. Let's see. Hmm. Link, Stream, Leto, and Chat. Oh, okay. Was that a dog or a cat? What happened? Are we under attack? It's an enchanted piano. Enough food for the whole class? Ah, apparently Nick's donut um, kolache quest was a bust. Um, unimpressed by the shop. Hmm. I had a Whopper tonight. He'd be laying down on the couch for this stream. Yeah, I missed Nick's stream yesterday. I had some Chinese food. Um, yeah, I kind of caught a little bit of Nick's stream. I kind of peeked in on it a couple times. I know at one point he was ranting about how since they didn't strike Vic's declaration, the judges and his at least from the way he was explaining, the judges should be taking a look at that. Now, I've always contended that if they are allowed to look at everything, if they get beyond the procedural BS that like Lemoyne and Chup were trying to pull, then I think Vic's got a decent chance. But I don't want to say too much because I don't want to jinx it, obviously. Anyway, give me a sec. Got to go off camera here for a quick sec. Okay, so anyway, yeah, we've had such a good talk that we haven't even got to the. Was he drinking yesterday too? Laugh out loud. Take off that shirt before you jing the band and they break up. Wedding singer. Anyway, give me one more second, guys. Sorry. Okay, let's see. He's going insane, and I'm reaping the benefits. Great movie. Okay, so, anyways, okay. So, um, now we've had some good conversation going here. Let's kind of get into best comedy movie don't make movies like that anymore. No, they don't, because they replace the good movies with all the woke BS, right? Anyway, excuse me one more time, guys. Sorry. Can I go off camera here? All right. Anyways, so let's so what is on tap for tonight? For the new, got five news stories, basically three in comics and two in anime. Um, um, among the stories tonight includes an interview with the creators of one of the latest Image Comics releases, Deep Beyond. Some news in regards to Free Comic Book Day. Um, some more release on a sequel to Immortal Hulk, and then in the anime realm, I guess the U.S. release for Demon Slayer, the movie Mugen Train has been announced, and as well as and there's also some release news in regards to the latest Fruits Basket anime. So let's see. Okay, we saw that. Movies are dead. Nothing good from this century. No, they just don't make movies because theaters are dead. Yep. Laugh out loud. True. Couch time. I'm listening though. All right. So, anyways, into it in a moment here. Well, right now, only three people are participating in the chat. So, anyways, four people are watching. Okay, so now with this being said, ah, let's get into news articles for tonight. The main news articles. Let's see. Alrighty then. All right. So, anyways, um, so the first story here, Deep Beyond, Mirka Andolfo and David Goy dive into Image's new hit series. The first story of the night here. Deep Beyond's Mirka Andolfo and David Goy talk about their hit Image series with an exclusive video of Kim Jong Gi illustrating a variant cover. Since its February debut, Mirka Andolfo, David Goy, and Andrea uh, Brocardo's Image Comics series Deep Beyond has gotten off to a strong start, with its opening issue receiving a second printing within the first week of release. Set in a world devastated by a very different kind of millennium bug, The remnants of humanity struggle to survive in the ruins of the old world against threats that have arisen from the oceanic depths. Ahead of the release of Deep Beyond number 3, Andolfo and Goy teased what the 12-issue maxi series has in store next, while sharing the covers for issue number 3 with the standard cover illustrated by Brocardo and colored by Andrea Meloni, a variant illustrated by Andolfo herself, a variant illustrated by Simone Bianchi, and a variant illustrated by Kim Jong-gi. CBR also has an exclusive look at Kim Jong-gi's illustrating his variant for issue number 3, in addition to sharing his art process. This article, of course, was written by Sam Stone of CBR. Said that in the beginning, but anyways. CBR. How did this story of apocalyptic menace from the abyss come to you both? Mirka Andolfo and David Goy. We are both huge fans of post-apocalyptic stories and disaster movies as well. While chatting during a long and boring car trip, we started discussing a what if. Both of us have vague but important memories of what the fear of the millennium bug was. We were only 10 at that time, and we started thinking about a new, so 10 in the 10 I guess in the year 1999, so they'd be 31 now, I guess, or yeah, 32, something like that. 10, 20, yeah, 32. So and a new and terrible world which was born out of a big disaster on December 31st, 1999. The basic idea, which will be better discovered later in the series, I would say in issue number 4, is strictly related to oceans and to water in general. We thought it was interesting to show how the problems caused by the Y2K bug um, had accelerated a process that unfortunately we already see in today's world. How many coastal areas in the world are likely to be submerged in the coming years? Okay, we don't have monsters in the real world, at least as far as we know. Merca, while you've touched on science fiction themes before, this is your biggest foray into the science sci-fi genre. Um, how is it working in that space? And Dolfo, I love the genre, even if I never really worked on this kind of story as a creator before. As usual in my books, I try to put together my mission, my passion for what I'm excited about, elements, um, settings, themes, genres, and finding my own story to tell with my own voice. What I love as a creator to work on very different kind of stories each time. Every book of mine is different from the previous one, and I think that is the same for Deep Beyond. Then, if I can be totally honest, I'm not so fan of genre definitions. Of course, we have to tell a genre in particular for commercial reasons, but for me, that's important. What's important in the story is the story itself, the plot, and mostly the characters. They're the fuel of every story of mine. is, I guess, a cover of it, I guess. Dolfo, Goy, Bacardi, and go. Anyways, guess I got the PC in, but typing with my phone. So it shows an extra viewer. That one, okay. That was a long one. Well, I'm not finished with the article yet, and I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see. I know there are a few comments came in here, so I'm laugh out loud. Okay. I just typed this on my phone. Laugh out loud. Same laugh out loud. All right. Well, anyways, back to the article. Okay. What makes Andrea Brocardo and Barbara Nocenzo the perfect artist for this story? Adolfo Goy. They're both very good friends of ours. In the last few years, we attended a lot of shows together, and we already appreciated their work. Talking to them little by little, we realized they were the right choice for this book. Andrea has a huge taste for sci-fi, and we were curious to see how he could build Deep Beyond's world. which is very different sci-fi compared to what he did before. I'm thinking of his work on Star Wars, for instance. Um, and Barbara has a great ability to interpret and enhance his artwork and create exciting and, when necessary, very intense atmospheres. Um, we can't neglect to name Andrea Meloni, who's working directly with Barbara as color editor and who's doing an amazing job in addition to coloring the cover. We're so happy about the team. Mirka, David, how is your collaborative process between you two as co-writers and Dolfo and Goy? We are already used to working together. Our careers began the same time, about 11 years ago, and we have always worked closely together. Writing together is a little bit different, and we found a good balance little by little. Usually, we discuss the plot together. Um, of course, we already discussed the whole plot before starting the scripting part, and sometimes we also chat a little bit with some friends at our studio. And to our editor, of course, especially when we disagree on something, um, then usually Mirka starts with a more detailed treatment of the issue, and David goes to finding the script and, in particular, dialogue. Excuse me a moment, guys. Sorry about this. All right. Anyways, I'm sorry about that. Working. Okay. Anyways, on back to the story here. Man, my dog. Hmm. As an accomplished artist yourself, Mirka, what do you look for in other artists to bring your scripts to visual life? And Dolfo, let me say, it's always very strange for me to see my stories drawn by someone else. At the beginning, not for this project, but in general, it was pretty hard because being an artist when I write something, I already visualize it in my mind. So it's pretty hard for another person to do the exact same way, do do in the exact same way I have in my mind. But this is not a problem. I realized little by little, of course. Sometimes it's even better than what I have in mind. I try not to influence the artist too much because I don't want to be rude, nor to let them think they're just an instrument in my hands. Comics are teamwork. So when I choose an artist, I totally trust him or her, and I entrust the story to him or her. Even if sometimes it's hard not to say, nope, I would have done it this way. But I'm learning a lot because writing stories for someone else is totally different to writing stories I will illustrate, and I love it. What can you tease for readers to get excited about Deep Beyond? Andolfo Goy. Okay, we already said that in issue 4, we'll discover something more about the global situation, and we'll discover both what happened exactly in 1999 and what we should expect happening in our storyline. Art and colors are becoming better and better, and we are so proud of the amazing artists we have for variant covers, too. In issue number 3, for instance, we have an Italian legend, Simone Bianchi, who painted a masterpiece, and incredible Kim Jong-gi, who did such a beautiful piece. And let us say the comic series, which is going to be published soon in Germany and Italy too, was conceived as a limited series, as all Merca's works are, but it could happen something to expand the universe. We can't say anything more. Here's some of the artwork there. More cover art. Written by Mirka Andolfo and Daniel Goy, or David Goy, and illustrated by Andrea Brocardo. Deep Beyond number 3 goes on sale April 7th from Image Comics. Oh, there you go. There's the first story. No, I've been dragging a little bit here. Let's see. The same, been tired, and since the food too greasy. Uh, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back now. Okay. So I finally finished my dinner there, so hopefully shouldn't have any more distractions there. Gonna go get some caffeine. Gonna grab a soda and ice. Um, bring it all back something. Yeah, we wish. Okay, got me some RC cola. Still here. Yeah. Alrighty then. Lurking, lurking, lurking. Okay, so anyways, I got my dinner out of the way there. Let's go on to the next story here. Okay. Okay, so here's the next story we'll look at. FCBD 2021 gold titles feature Star Wars, The Witcher, and Marvel's Hulk Venom. The selection of 12 gold sponsor comic book titles available on Free Comic Book Day 2021 includes samplings from IDW, Dark Horse, Marvel, and more. The Free Comic Book Committee has revealed the 12 gold sponsor comic book titles available on Free Comic Book Day 2021. Traditionally taking place on the first Saturday in May, this year's FCBD will be celebrated on Saturday, August 14th at local comic shops. The date was moved from May to August in hopes that much of the uncertainty and disruption related to coronavirus, COVID-19, will have passed. The gold sponsored titles come from the industry's top publishers, including Marvel Comics, Dark Horse Comics, IDW Publishing, Image Comics, Archie Comics, Boom Studios, Macmillan, First, Second Books, Penguin Workshop, Aftershock Comics, Titan Comics, Tokyo Pop, and Viz Media. This year's lineup of titles has something for every kind of comic fan, said Ashton Greenwood, Free Comic Book Day spokesperson. We can't wait to once again share the FCBD experience with fans, especially on our landmark 20th anniversary. We hope fans will safely visit their local comic shops to celebrate and to pick up a few of the great titles available this year. The titles and covers minus Marvel for FCBD 2021's Gold Comics can be found below. Aftershock Comics. We live the last days. Archie Comics. Archie, past, present, and future fun. Boom Studios. Enter the House of Slaughter. Dark Horse Comics. Critical Role and The Witcher. Critical Role, The Mighty Nine Origins. Dark Horse 35 years. Also featuring The Witcher. IDW Publishing, Star Wars, The High Republic Adventures. Image Comics, Lady Mechanka, or no, Lady Mechanica. Macmillan First Second Books, Investigators, Ants in Our Pants, PANTS Sneak Peek. Investigators, free comic book day. Ants in Our PANTS Sneak Peek by John Patrick Green. Marvel Comics, Hulk Venom #1. Penguin Workshop, who sparked the Montgomery bus boycott. A Who HQ graphic novel. Who sparked the parks. Titan Comics, Blade Runner One Shot. Tokyo Pop, Assassin's Creed, Valhalla and Dynasty. Viz Media, Zone 100, Bucket List of the Dead, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. The full lineup of this year's comic books will be released on Wednesday, March 17th, St. Patty's Day, of course. Um, when 39 additional FCBD silver sponsor titles are announced. A complete listing of all 51 FCBD titles can also be found in the April issue of Diamond Comics Distributors Previews catalog on sale at comic book shops on March 24th. So a week from tomorrow. There you go with that one. Okay. Me too. And yes, I did just burp. Sorry about that. Man, I hope coronavirus will be away by summer. I want to go to Anime Matsuri. Archie is immortal. Well, he came out, I think, in the early 40s there. We'll probably see some of his early work in the coming months, some of the earlier work. No thanks, Star Wars comics. Well, I'm getting that one. Blade Runner. Okay. Got 4 people watching. How many are said to be participating? Chat. Just let on myself right now. Okay. I'm up to 5. And as always, guys, I do appreciate any and all likes and shares. So thank you for that. Anyways, we now get ready to move on to the next story here. Here's the we're coming up on an hour mark, so yeah. All right then. Let's see now. So now this is the last of the comic stories for the night here, the main comic stories. Gamma Flight. Marvel announces Immortal Hulk spin-off series. Marvel will launch the Gamma Flight series from Al Ewing, Crystal Fraser, and Lan Medina in June, spinning out of Immortal Hulk. Though Immortal Hulk is coming to a close, a new comic will pick up plot threads from the critically acclaimed series this June. Gamma Flight focuses on the titular super team, which is comprised of Bruce Banner's allies and enemies and was formed to stop him. However, they eventually sided with the Hulk, which makes them the most wanted beings on the planet. Gamma Flight's membership consists of Alpha Flight's Puck, former criminals Absorbing Man and Titania, Doc Sasquatch, Dr. Clarence McGowan, and Banner's longtime ally Rick Jones, who is the newest um, form of the Abomination. Gamma Flight will be co-written by Immortal Hulk scribe Al Ewing um, and Crystal Frazier, with Lan Medina on art. Frazier acted as a consultant on early issues of Immortal Hulk and will contribute a story to the upcoming Marvel's Voices Pride anthology. Gamma Flight is an opportunity to explore some of the concepts and plant some of the seeds from Immortal Hulk in their own piece, building off the found family that came together in those pages and putting them into action against some strange and ugly doings in the unexplored corners of the Gamma world. Ewing said while discussing the series, "We've been ricocheting ideas off each other for a while on this one, and I suspect the result is something that'll tickle Hulk fans old and new." Let's see. Working with Al last year as a consultant for Immortal Hulk was a wonderful experience, Fraser added. He's smart, amazingly creative, and amazingly open to feedback. Collaborating with him to write a full series has been wonderful. It's so easy to bounce elements back and forth to develop a good idea into a great one. And his knowledge of Hulk um, minu- minutia minutia from the last 60 years is truly a thing to behold. Gamma Flight number 1 of 5, written by Al Ewing and Crystal Frazier, art by Lan Medina, cover by Lenil Francis Yu. Written by Al Ewing and Crystal Frazier, illustrated. Gamma Flight number 1 goes on sale June 23rd from Marvel. There we go. So, as I said, that's the last of the comic stories. Let's see. That's all we need left out loud. Wait, who's the little person? The little person was Puck. Little person, I believe, was Puck. So Puck, as I understand it, was originally from Alpha Flight. He's basically small but very, very muscular, and he has a tendency to like kind of throw himself at people and ball himself up. As I recall, at least from the X-Men cartoon of the '90s. So that's where I believe I saw him. I believe that little guy is Puck. And we are just beyond the hour mark here, hour and 2 minutes. So yeah. So, anyways, trying to move on a little faster here because this time we let the conversation go a little going a little earlier rather than waiting till later. There were a couple stories here that I wanted to touch upon. Here's the first one, of course. Okay, now time was. All right, even. So we still have four. Okay, so anyways, on with this new story here. This next story. Demon Slayer movie announces U.S. theatrical release date, rating with new trailer. Okay. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie, Mugen Train, lands in U.S. theaters in April with an R rating. The Demon Slayer film is a massive hit in Japan and now it will make its way to the US this year. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie, Mugen Train, is slated to premiere in US theaters on April 23rd, courtesy of Aniplex of America and Funimation. Mugen Train will be available in both an English dub and a subtitled version, and will also be available to view in 4D Max and IMAX screens. Tickets go on sale April 9th. To celebrate, Aniplex released a new trailer for Mugen Train, along with the official R rating for violence and bloody images. In addition to a theatrical release, fans will have the option to watch Mugen Train several months later via EST, electronic um, self sell through, where they pay a one-time fee to download the film digitally. The film will be available for EST starting on June 22nd through various digital platforms, with pre-orders beginning April 26th. We are thrilled to be bringing Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie, Mugen Train to theaters in North America, Aniplex president Shu Nishimoto said in a statement. The support from fans worldwide has truly been the driving force behind the series, and we can't wait for everyone to experience the next chapter in Tanjiro's journey as a demon slayer. Demon Slayer's record breaking box office sales in Japan have elevated the series and anime itself to a new level. Funimation CEO Colin Decker added, "It is a truly global scale franchise, and we're honored to be the home and distributor of the film in many territories worldwide." Mugen Train takes place after the events of the first season of Demon Slayer and finds Tanjiro and his fellow demon slayers tracking down a demon aboard a train. The film has destroyed records overseas, including the IMAX box office record, and even surpassed box office record previously held by Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away. And from what we read yesterday, Evangelion is pretty much coming along doing the same thing. So there you go. There's that story. And nothing new. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be right back. Just gotta go off camera here for a sec. Fungar. Anyways, eh. Star Wars Akira Toyama looks interesting. Okay. I'll move it up now. Okay, so this is the last of the anime story. This is the last of the stories I was planning for tonight. Fruits Basket, English dub to debut ahead of Japanese broadcast. This is now, granted, this is becoming more and more prevalent with the simulcasting and stuff like that, in which the English dub and the Japanese release are usually coinciding at the same time. But this is saying that the English dub is actually going to come out before the Japanese broadcast. That's interesting. English speaking fans will get to watch the English dubbed first episode of Fruits Basket final season ahead of the Japanese broadcast. Funimation announced that it will debut the English dubbed version of the first episode of Fruits Basket finale season on its streaming platform on March 19th at 12 p.m. Eastern. So that's Eastern Daylight Time. Just 2 weeks ahead of the Japanese broadcast. Excuse me a moment. I got to go off camera here for a quick sec, guys. Alrighty then. All right, as we get back to the story here, um, all English speakers residing in the United States, Canada, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand will be able to stream the first episode. The much anticipated premiere will also include special appearances by English voice cast members Eric Vale, plays Yuki Soma in it. Eric Vale, just in case, it's Yuki Soma in Fruits Basket. He's also Trunks in Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball franchise, and he was Sakio in Yu Hakusho. Jerry Jewell, who plays Kyo Soma, um, He was, I believe, Sakamoto in Yu Yu Hakusho. Let's see. Yeah. And then Ian Sinclair, who plays Koreno Soma. Ian Sinclair, some of his credits include Magna from Black Clover, Wiz from Dragon Ball Super, um, Colleen Klingenbeard. I'm sure you all remember her. Among her credits include Urza Scarlet in Fairy Tale. Um, she's let's see what else. She's Charlotte in Black Clover. She's Creati in My Hero Academia, and then Brina Palenti as a Suzu Soma. Um, yeah, Brina voiced Shao Tucker's Nina Tucker in Full Metal Alchemist. Colleen in Full Metal Alchemist was Riza Hawkeye, as I recall. Um, Based on the shoujo manga series of the same name by Natsuki um, Takaya, Fruits Basket follows an orphaned high school girl named Toru Honda who ends up residing with her grandfather following the death of her mother. While her grandfather's house undergoes renovations, Toru finds herself temporarily residing in a tent as a way of not imposing herself on her friends and other family members. It is during this time that Toru discovers the residence of her classmate Yuki Soma and is offered a place to stay. She only accepts this offer after a landslide destroys her tent. It is while residing in the Soma family home that Toru becomes aware of the strange curse that's been inflicted upon the family. 12 of the Soma family members are actually possessed by Chinese zodiac spirits. When the cursed family members experience anything such as stress, embarrassment, weakness, or something as simple as being hugged by a member of the opposite gender, they tend to turn into their zodiac animals. Upon learning about the Soma family curse, Toru becomes determined to break the spell, which sets her off on her own character journey. Of course, Toru was voiced in English by Laura Bailey, um, who started out with Funimation and also came out to LA here. Some of her other credits include Maka from Soul Eater. She was young. She was the young Chi Chi in the original Dragon Ball. Keiko Yukimura in Yu Yu Hakusho. Uh, Excuse me a moment again. Sorry, go off camera here for a sec. Oh, wow. We just went down to two people watching now, I guess. Y'all still here? Uh, okay, now we're back up to 3, according to YouTube counter, anyways. Prior to the 2019 anime reboot, which is co-produced by Funimation, Fruits Basket was previously adapted into an anime television series by Studio Dean. That ran for only 26 episodes in 2001. Current reboot series is a full adaptation of Natsuki Takaya's manga by TMS Entertainment. It airs on TV Tokyo, TV Osaka, TV Aichi in Japan. The new anime series is also simulcast on both Funimation and Crunchyroll streaming platforms for the English speaking audiences. Prior to the early premiere of the first episode of Fruits Basket on March 19th, fans of the reboot series can watch the first 2 seasons on both Funimation and Crunchyroll. Fruits Basket is set to debut on April 5th in Japan with a simulcast in the USA. The US. So there you go. That's it for the stories, for the main stories tonight. I see, 3. Yeah, so anyways, let's see. Yeah, they keep going back and forth. Ah, now we're coming up on an hour and 20. Excuse me one more time. Yeah. Kind of wonder if people still are lurking or what. Yeah. Yeah, according to the chat here, you and I are the only participants in the chat. And according to the viewer count, it seems like there's only 2 of us watching. I have to almost kind of wonder where everybody went. I know Backgoat said he was going to go lie on his couch. Maybe something happened with his computer, and that's a lot of meat. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Well, 2011, 1946. Well, so if anybody can hear me, try to at least acknowledge that you're still here. Counter is always wrong, Mike. Keep going. Yeah, I know, but it's kind of hard to tell sometimes because even when you don't see people interacting back, though, when I don't see people chatting or saying anything, that's you have to kind of wonder. Yeah, streaming is hard sometimes, very unpredictable. Laugh out loud. Um, that's a lot of that potion. Yeah, that's what he just said, Back Goat. Uh, yeah, well, I just got through basically all the main stories, and you know, oh, anonymity's here. Hey, anonymity. Hey, just got off. How's it going? Going to grab a bite. Yeah. Well, anonymity. We just actually finished all the stories for the night. Uh, so, hey, Anon. Hey, Anon. So, And even though Anon just joined us, the counter's still showing too. Screwy YouTube. And according to the participants list, we have 4 participants in the chat. Yeah, I got my dinner. I was I was stopping to eat it every little bit along the way there. So let's see. Evening, everyone. Might get his dinner. Yes, I did. Told you the counter is crap. Yeah, well, it's not. It's not. Yeah, but the thing is, Bat Goat, It's not just YouTube though. It's also StreamYards. Yes, StreamYards also right now saying that I've only got 2 viewers. So uh, I know sometimes StreamYards will also pop up with something about a something about you know like sometimes the connection gets unstable and goes back to being fairly good and then goes back to normal, I guess. But um yeah. Yeah, but there's 3 of us. I think there's actually 4 because anonymity just came in. You know, okay, so now YouTube is reading it as 3 watching now. However, with the let's look at how many are they're saying are participating. Okay, well, solid. I guess so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people are participating. So solid just came back with. Yeah. Uh, hey Anna. So solid said hi to Anon. Um, I use Streamlabs. Um, I'm not sure if that's any better. Hey, solid. Uh, I guess time will tell. And I lost a subscriber. I'm getting back down to 109 now. Uh, I don't think any of them are pinpoint accurate. It's just easier to tell on a stream with less people if this was a Zoom call with other IPs showing it would be accurate. Them being counters. I have some RE6 gameplay video vids on my channel. You want to check them out? So, well, it's too late, baby. Now it's too late. Oh, we really did try to make it. Something inside is dying, and I hide, and I just can't fake it. No, no, it's too late, darling. It's too late. If I'm off tomorrow, I'll stop through. Really have no idea, just guessing. Yeah, it was pretty cool watching the last boss gameplay. And so, yeah. All right. So, oh yeah. So now we're coming up on an hour and a half here. So, um, We were having some good conversations earlier. So, um, see, right? Um, did you all get your stimmies? I haven't got mine yet, but I just saw a headline earlier that's saying that the majority of them should be coming out like tomorrow. Some people got them, or some people got them already, but the majority of them, I think, are supposed to be coming out tomorrow. I'm almost all caught up on BattleBots, going to watch the finals when the stream is over. I love that my boy is into it, so I can get him some toys. Hexbug makes them. Know of any other toys? I haven't. You ain't on? Yeah, but H&R block closed um my old card. They either are sending me a new card or loaded it on one I don't even have anymore. Had no idea they had BattleBots toys. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, so hopefully we should all get our stimulus checks tomorrow. Um, do good money management. They have improved. I want a bite force. Yes, I know Nick is streaming tonight. What I saw earlier. Yeah, he's gonna be doing a Scotch review um and continue to look up, I guess, some Melinda or Melissa something court, I guess, involving kiwi farms. I guess. Hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, it does seem like everybody's kind of feeling like they're one. There's an arena, and I think they move, and you battle them. Laugh out loud. Hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, it does seem like things are slowing down a bit here, conversation wise. So might be a good time to start wrapping things up a bit. Are you guys ready for this day in each history? Sounds fun, back up. Ready? There you are, Woody. Uh, let's see. Need it up. History up. Need it up. All right. So, without no further ado, today being Tuesday, March the 16th, 2021, let's take a look back on this day in Nietzsche history. got only a couple of things for it tonight. And first off, we're going to head back 75 years ago. On this date, 75 years ago today, the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes cartoon, Baby Bottleneck by Bob Clampett, or directed by Bob Clampett, premiered on this date back in 1946, 75 years ago today. This cartoon starred Daffy Duck and Porky Pig. As the gist of the story is that World War II is over, and there's of course the baby boom that happened after it. And you have the storks. You have this one stork like drunk and saying, speaking like Jimmy Durante, saying, and you end up having Porky Pig running the baby factory, and Daffy Duck acting as his assistant. So on this date, 75 years ago today, the Warner Brothers cartoon short Baby Bottleneck premiered, directed um, by Bob Clampett, and starring the voices, albeit uncredited, starring the voices of Mel Blanc and Sarah Berner. So, yeah, albeit they were uncredited, of course, but which was the case back in those times. Yeah, I faded out there with the girlfriend for a while. uh, Woody has an internal alarm clock and knows to wake up for, and each time. Ha cha cha. Yeah. So anyway, so there we go with that. So now to the other piece of niche history here. On this date, 10 years ago today, 2011, the 10th and final monthly issue of DCU Legacies went on sale on this date 10 years ago today in 2011. 40 pages for $3.99. The two stories that were in it, Truth and Consequences and Redemption. So on this date, 10 years ago today, the 10th and final monthly issue of DCU Legacies went on sale on this date. So with that all being said and done, guys, I thank you guys for being here again tonight. Hopefully I'll be a little more focused tomorrow. So hopefully, and don't forget Friday night, of course, Batgo and I will be going over some more comics history, looking at April of 1937. And anyways, so I hope to see you all tomorrow night, and I shall bid you all good night. I know Batgoat wants to go watch his BattleBots, so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.